and welcome to some more Castaway. So after the unsuccessful exploration, well, it wasn't really unsuccessful, just a bit dangerous, and we didn't really find that much. I think it's time to do some of the building challenges, just for something a bit different. So we have a couple of things we can do on the medium building challenges. One of them is to build a monument to the downed pilots, which is also going to be a monument to Flossy, our cave cow, and we've got a dock to build. So I've got some stuff together. So I've got a load of wood, which I think is probably the best thing to build the dock out of. And I've cooked up some stone, I've got some flowers and Flossy's remains and a chest to use. So I got all that ready beforehand, and now we just have to work out where we're going to build our monuments. So there's not really a lot of room down here. An egg, so I'm thinking maybe on this reef, because it's not really much use for anything, and it's where the remains of the plane came down. So we could build it here. Chopping this top bit off, and what's down there now? A chest with some string. Well, if we use that chest, we can put poor Flossy's remains in there, and then our stone, cover that up, and I could really do with a crafting bench, so I can make some stone steps to make everything look a little fancier. So I'll put a crafting bench down here temporarily. Oh, you can't make steps out of normal stone. I can make slabs though, so we'll make some of those and improvise. So make a ring of slabs. Build across just because it's a really easy shape to make when you've only got blocks. Suppose it could do with being one higher, couldn't it? There we go. And give this a try. Don't know. There we go. So there's our monument, supposedly to the downed crew, but as there weren't any crew on the plane, it will be our monument to Flossy the cave cow instead. Hello chicken. All the chickens seem to like swimming around for some reason. I have harvested quite a few chickens. So there's our monument. That's one thing done. I've put torches on the trees down here to light things up. And I changed the mushroom hut. So the mushrooms have been growing, but I changed the floor to stone because they didn't seem to grow on earth, which I thought they did, but maybe that had to be grass as well. So spawner's working well, too well at times. I got overrun with chickens, so I think it produces more chickens if I'm down there. Farm's going okay. So now we have to look at building a dock. And I'm probably going to build a dock down here, so that it's facing towards the islands. So this might be a good place to build our dock, although it's not very deep for the boats. So we'll make a deeper channel. Maybe make it a bit wider as well. But as you can see, chickens really like swimming. So not only do they look more like ducks than chickens, they also swim a lot more than chickens. So there's the channel for our dock. Pick up all this sand. And I guess we're going to need some supports. Right, well, first thing I'll put down the crafting bench. We're probably going to need that. And I guess the supports for the dock wood. I guess that's going to be that's not very even, is it? Is that better? How many blocks is that? 4 on that side, 3 on that side, so yeah. It's getting dark already. So there's the supports for our dock, and I will come back when it's a bit sunnier and go and sleep. Right, a bright new morning. Check we haven't got any creepers up, anything dotting around. Nope, don't seem to. I'll make this look a bit. Now, why did it put it in that way? Damn. Haven't got an axe, oh, but I've got a crafting bench, so let's just make an axe. Turn half of that into wood. Nope, that's a pickaxe, not an axe. Oh, I didn't plant any flowers out by Flossy's grave, did I? Wood. That's better. It's facing upwards. sense having big lumps of wood sitting on top of sand. It should really look like it's going into the sand. Right, so there's our dock supports, and I guess it'd be much better if I didn't keep falling off it. There's probably going to be too many of those. Alright. So, dock is going to be made of these. Basic sort of dock level. Actually, one thing I should check is, can you get out of a boat onto those, shouldn't I? I'm going to have hundreds of chickens when this finishes as well, aren't I? Drop off into the water. So I could probably do with having, let's have a think about this. Right. So what I'm thinking is having wooden steps across there. Doesn't look particularly realistic, but hey. And then wood across there, and that'll make it easier to get in and out of the water, in theory. And put some wood there as well. So that's the basics of a dock, although I really don't like that, but it's the only way really to get in and out of the water easily. Actually, I could just make steps, couldn't I? That should be enough. Everything takes longer if you do it when you're underwater. Shut up, chicken. Take those out as well and replace those with steps. And the thought being is, if I'm on foot, I can just walk straight out, and although you can't Damn, now I can't get away from there though. Right, if I'm on a boat, I can just get straight out. So that should work as the basics of a dock. So even if you're underwater, you can just walk straight out of the dock. Now it says something you'd be proud to call a dock, but I'm not exactly sure what it means and what it takes for me to be proud of it. It's a dock. Step short, aren't I? Should have maybe put a bit more thought and planning into this. And I'm going to chop that out and make a chest. And that can be a chest for boats. So we'll make a bunch of boats. Don't need that many. You can't stack boats. Yeah. So we'll make half a dozen boats, put those in the chest. And we'll make a fishing rod to go in there as well. That's all kind of docky stuff. Torches down. We'll kill off more chickens because they're making a lot of noise. So this is it, really. This is going to be our dock. Not the greatest looking dock in the world, but it will do. So there we are. We have our dock. And that'll let us sail around quite easily. And because being stood around here means I now have thousands of chickens. So I'll see you next time after I rid myself of the noisy buggers.